Hello friends, happy Monday. Welcome back into the Golden Tee Lounge. Kevin, Lindsay here. It's time to take a look at this week's Monday Mix-Up. Nihon Yoru. Kicking things off here. Hole 7, par 5. Not a very tough setup here, but this is definitely not a hole, especially the beginning of a round that you want to sleep on. I'm always going to use a high tee here. The objective is to get it past that rough. This rough is okay, but the heavy stuff back there is where things can get potentially tricky, just because you can potentially fall back into the water there. This setup isn't the easiest to kick off with because you've got a right pin, and that is why I just hit a very, very soft wood there to try to keep some form of that backspin going. But doesn't hurt to kick a round off with a -2 eagle. As we go to hole 12, another par 5. This one, much friendlier setup. Nice big A1 high tee out there. This will give you a really good run at double eagle. This is the setup that we have out there in the field, and this is my first time seeing it. So when you go to goldentee.com/locations to find a live or PGA Tour 22 game near you and play in the Monday Mix-Up, this is exactly what you will see. Hopefully, well, I take that back. Hopefully the sand is not exactly what you see, although pulling magic chips out here on a Monday afternoon. But nice short run at double eagle on that par 5. Then we get to hole 2. Nothing complicated here. Really just need to decide, do you want to use backspin or bite on this drivable par 4. I'm going to put bite and then hit it, or excuse me, backspin and then hit it too soft. So we're going to already flirt with missing a silly putt, thankfully, right down the middle. Hole number 4 is actually hole 17 here. Up 10 green, but if you give that ball a nice push with with roll, you're not going to have a tough shot here. You just got to be careful, even though it's down 10. Make sure you putt that as soft as possible so you don't roll over. Now there is a world where you can lay it up here, but this is not one of those scenarios because you'd be hitting 400 yards over water. So what you want to do here, it's a little trick I learned, high tee it, push it as far as you can out to the right. Now that actually is not going to work as well as I wanted to. If you come into that sand in the short area, right at the front, you can get a nice shot out there. I'm going to have to earn my eagle the hard way, but that's okay. Probably should have put a little bite on there. Whew. Lots of eagle holes to kick off this beginning round of Monday Mix-Up because we already are seeing hole 18 as hole number 6 here. I'm going to try something different, and I'm going to actually high tee a 5 wood. Up 10, right 2. If I hit that just a little bit past the rough there, while also avoiding these trees. Got a decent shot at getting this to roll back for hole in 1 here. That didn't go to the right like I was hoping, so I'm chipping out of the rough. Not that bad, except when you miss a close chip like that. But just like every other daily contest, whether it's a typical daily contest, Freaky Friday, Monday Mix-Up, play as many times as you want in this contest. Same setup for 24 hours. So don't fret if you have a couple of mistakes in your first game. You've got all day today to get out there at your favorite watering hole with an updated Golden Tee 2022 game. And as long as you got that, you can sit there, have a few drinks, have dinner with the family, but play as many games as you want to get that best score. Hole number 8 here is hole number 9, typically from Nihon. Not a drivable look here, and I promise you I haven't actually seen anything, but this feels very much so like a Jim Z drivable tee box in the future. I haven't actually asked him about it yet. I kind of want to be surprised like you guys are, but it's too good of a design to not have a drivable look. Now, that was just a terrible shot that should have hit the trees, but it didn't. I'm not going to complain. What I am going to complain about, these beautiful bushes that I am stuck in but couldn't see through. That's all right. That's all right. 10 after 8. Now we get to hole 14. Nice fun par 3. Up 4, right 2, so you don't want to punch this too hard, but you do have a 10-mile-an-hour wind in your face, so you got to be careful that you do not get kicked back. $11 after 9, with all the par 5s, we had not necessarily a great look, but again, it is the first game. Now you get to hole number 10, which is Nihon 15. I'm going to try to finesse a 10.5 degree on the green with a little bite. This is tough because the wind is pretty much non-existent in my eyes. It's blowing back towards me. It's not to the left of green or to the right, so you just have to be precise with where your shot takes you. Then you get to hole 11, which is hole 1. But it's fun because you don't normally see hole 1 with 11-mile-an-hour wind. So you can get that shot out there pretty far and have a good run with a nice little 8-wood or a 3 hybrid. I'm going to do a 3 hybrid. Oh, bounced right over the cup. But that's the fun thing about setups like this. You get some wins that you may not normally see at a hole 1. Unless you're in a Freaky Friday or a mix-up contest. Nice opportunity to gain a stroke there. And then you get to hole 12, which is number 5. The next drivable, par 4. Not a bad look. You just got to make sure you hit it past the building there. I hit that somehow too soft. Don't really agree with that. But hey, look at that. Terrible tee shots, somewhat okay chips. Eventually, you could put a game together. If I played 10 games throughout today, I could potentially have a pretty decent score. Fortunately, it's against the law. Can't do it. That's just too much. Too much. You guys get out there, practice your game. This is just the old cheap tutorial. Oh. Could really have used a nice hole out there. Now we move to hole number 3, the first par 3 of the course. In this case, now hole 14. Left green, hopefully. Oh, look at that. Oh, come on. Got a nice little kick off the hill. Was looking for a cheap shot of the day. Cheap but good shot of the day, I guess. As we move on to hole 15, number 10. Nothing too crazy about this hole. I believe this is a hole that definitely changes up a lot more once the next season comes along. All right, now that we're getting towards the end of the round, hole 16, this is hole 6. This is a tough one because if this wind was blowing more to the 1 or 2 o'clock instead of the 4, pretty easy decision to go for. But instead, we're going to play it safe. We're going to hit a 3-wood. We're going to just have to maximize our approach shot with probably backspin instead of bite. Try to get some hole out love, some hole out magic. Doesn't work if you don't hit the shot hard enough. Oh boy. Alright, then we get to hole 17, which is Nihon Yoru, number 11. Whew, caught it that time, excuse me. Now, this one, it's not difficult for hole 17. It's just not as easy as you typically would expect hole 11. You got a 10-mile-an-hour wind blowing to like the 230. I'm going to high tee it only because that pin is tucked in that corner. So I don't want to necessarily hit a shot with backspin and get stuck in the rough or on those steps. Still want to get that birdie though, of course. And then to close out our Monday mix-up here at Nihon Yoru, the drivable par 4, hole 13. This one, massive 15-mile-an-hour wind. I like where this is at, though. No high tee needed. We're just going right for it. Little hole-in-one to end the round. Oh, do it. Do it. Damn it. Actually better than I thought. It had the feel-good like lineup opportunity, but there you go. Eagle to close out hole 18, which is actually Nihon Yoru 13. Today's Monday mix-up. GoldenTee.com/locations to find a game near you. Stay tuned all week long. Lots of content. TPC Potomac, exclusive to PGA Tour 2022 games available now. Find a game near you, and we'll see you guys next time here in the Golden Tee Lounge.